Hey everyone, welcome to Tiki Hut Central, the podcast. I'll be your host tonight, Lisa Rose, and of course my trusty sidekick. He'll be the producer tonight, Ken Rose. Tonight we have a very special guest. She's a friend of mine from way back when. She has her own business here in Claremont. ANALYN, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm ANALYN LeBlanc Chavez. At some point, we'll change that name.
That's a lot of names. You put that on a business card?
No, we're going to drop the LeBlanc part and just keep the Chavez.
You'll have to update your Facebook.
Yes, everything. It's like everything to have that stuff done.
I went through that in October. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to change everything.
So
tell us about your business. You have a business here in town called...
Well, shouldn't we get to know her first? I mean, she could be a criminal in town. We have no idea.
I was just going to say the name of her business.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Give it a shout.
Balanced Butterfly. But we'll get to that here shortly. What do you love about growing up in Lake County? As I'm a fellow Lake Countian.
Well, I left and I came back. You
moved far away, didn't you?
Well, yeah, first Orlando, and then we moved to Texas, and then
that's right.
9/11.
You were riding bikes out there.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yep.
When I reconnected with you, I was like, "You ride bikes?
Yeah,
no way.
Don't you ride horses in Texas? Isn't it?
Well, she rode
bikes. Cattle?
I rode. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a steel
or
horse.
steer. Oh, steel. Yeah. Steel horses are good too.
Yeah.
We've got one here at the Tiki Hut.
Yes, we do.
My BMW. Yeah, love that thing. We went all over the country with it. But anyway, 9/11 happened, and I was very pregnant with Jacob. So we came back home, and for a while there, I moved back to Orlando, and I kept coming back to Claremont, and it's just Claremont's home. It's grown so much. But it's still small town. I still get to see people I love and that I grew up with. I don't run into as many people as I thought I would.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still home.
Yeah, we actually had Hungry Howie's Pizza tonight, and we were discussing how she used to work there.
Yeah, plug Mike Heaney. He was my first boss ever, and taught me some very, very valuable lessons on work habits, basically.
Oh.
And it was so. We are diehard Hungry Howie's people just because I.
And I didn't know that. I said, you know what? I'm tired of Pizza Hut. And he goes, well, you're in charge of the podcast tonight. You pick.
Well, there you go, Mike. So if you're listening to the show tonight and you want to sponsor the show next week, send pizzas to the show. We'll let you know where it is. Catch up with ANALYN. She'll tell you our address. Hey, I'm going to have you scoot over a little bit to your right so we can get you more in the camera. You just push that chair out of the way until somebody else decides to show up. No, just kidding.
Is that better?
That's perfect. You're perfect right there.
Say that again.
You're perfect right there.
I just wanted to hear the perfect part.
Yeah.
We will have a special guest also later on, halfway through the show. But
hey, real quick, while Lisa's interviewing ANALYN, if you look at the bottom of the screen, there's buyanaLyn.com. You can visit her site. You can purchase items right off of her site, and she's going to talk about that tonight on the show. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Lisa. Sorry to keep jumping in.
Hey, my show tonight. So tell us about family, things you enjoy in your free time.
Well,
if you have free time at this point.
With a baby, there's no free time, right?
I think one of the questions is how does entrepreneurship or how does owning your own business work out for you?
Well, go ahead.
There's no free time.
If you had free time, what would you be doing during that free time? What did you enjoy before?
Actually, doing exactly what I'm doing. It's kind of funny. I worked at Marriott for 15 years, something like that. And then reorganizations and junk happened. And so I was laid off, and I was pregnant with Mariana, and we were trying to decide what to do. And Victor was just like, you love what you do when you're making body butters and soaps and your massage. And
to start as a hobby.
Like, yes and no. It all started because I was a single mom with Jake, and I needed a way to supplement my income way back then. So I went back to school and got my my degree or my license, whatever you want to call it, for massage.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you're licensed to touch people. That's a tough license to get.
Okay, now I'm going to get mad at you, Ken, because we're treading on thin ice here.
Can I cut out his mic?
So we work really hard to keep our business reputable.
Yes,
Yes.
I know you do. I know you do.
Okay.
Ignore that part.
What do you love about doing that, though? What do you love about being a massage therapist?
What do I love? It's kind of easier. What don't I like about it? I love helping people. I love learning, which I think is one of the reasons why I love massage so much, because every single body is different and every single case is different. So even if I have two people with the same exact complaint, their massage is going to be totally different from each other, because everybody has different sets of problems, different chemistry, different everything, right? So and
there's different touch points too.
Different
kind of
techniques
effects.
and different, and so sometimes I don't even give the same massage to the same person.
Mm-hmm.
I've had clients for years and years, and I try to keep their massage fresh, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm we have to do continuing education stuff, and but outside of that, I do research all the time as, new techniques. And I have clients who, they always raise their hand. If you're trying something new, you can use me as a guinea pig. So
Have you had any extreme cases where they were like severely injured and you had to kind of
I
get them back in order?
I've worked with rehabs here in Claremont, and I've in Orlando I've had a few cases, car accidents and stuff like that, and chronic injuries and stuff like that. I have been going more towards advanced age massage and working in assisted living places. There's especially with the pandemic, there's such little human touch or human connection with them. If they're there, and if the place goes into lockdown or whatever, then their families can't even visit. And
did the pandemic have anything to do with why you slowed down a little bit on massage therapy and you kind of went to making soaps and body butter?
So it kind of all started happening at the same time. I've been making body butters for years. It's 8 years now, I think. 8 or 9 years now. And I had not really ever thought about making soaps, and the body butter thing just kind of happened. My son had been having really bad skin irritations and bad skin problems, and it seemed like every single store-bought lotion that I bought just either made it worse or did absolutely nothing. And I'm not crazy about putting steroids on him or anything like that. So I started doing research and came upon this like raw mango butter, and I ordered some from Amazon, but it's this company who I absolutely adore. It's a Better Shea Butter. Their butters are just, they're phenomenal and they're great quality. And so I got this like pound of hard mango butter, and I was like, okay, now what do I do with it?
Do I microwave it? Do I put it in the oven?
Put it on a slice of bread?
Put it out in the sun?
And I was intrigued.
How do I use it?
Mango butter. So it's made from the mango seed. And so that's really cool. And so I'd, like break off a little piece and I'd warm it up between my hands, and that's what we were using. But then I thought, there's got to be a better way, because this takes way too long. And when you're working single mom in the morning, sometimes you sleep in a second or two. So,
you don't have time to heat this thing up.
No. So I don't even remember how I got to it. I must have gone onto YouTube or something and been like, mango butter, and then saw people like whipping this stuff and blending it with other oils. I didn't even know it was a thing. And so then I was intrigued, and I was like, I bet I could do that. So I bought some organic olive oil and coconut oil, and I started blending and mixing. And then I had been already using essential oils. So I started scenting them with essential oils, and because they were for my son, hey, what do you like? And so somebody at work back then at Marriott had said, hey, do you have something for such and such? And I thought, I mean, I can show you what I'm doing, or I can share what I'm doing for my son. And they loved it. And then somebody else asked me, and I brought some more in, and then they're like, I'll buy some from you. And I thought, buy some from me?
That was a light bulb moment, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was like,
She still wasn't even at that
no,
point.
Right.
I was like, I mean, I'll give it to you.
Sure.
I mean, why? And so it became a thing. Like people at work started, asking me for it. And
so they inspired you to start
originally
this company.
It was Jake, and then it was people really liked it. And then I saw that there was a problem outside of just what our family was going through.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's, if you look at all and then that led to me going back to college and getting a degree in organic nutrition and health and wellness. And so it kind of like all snowballed. I started really noticing all the chemicals, one in our makeup, in all of the soaps and Diet Coke.
She gives me crap about it. But so does my daughter.
But so seriously, I was thinking, your skin is the largest organ in the body. And so it absorbs everything you put on it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so if you're trying to stay healthy and you don't want chemicals, then you can't really put the store-bought stuff on because it is all chemical. And so I kind of found a little bit of a niche. I just learned how to say that word properly. I've always said it wrong.
Yeah, is it niche or niche? I'm always confused. If I wear nice slacks, I guess it's niche. If I wear shorts, it's niche.
Tomato, tomato.
I guess tomato, tomato.
I'm wearing jeans and I like niche, but
don't let people know you have pants on the show.
That's right. Lisa likes to go.
They only see you from the waist up.
We may be pantsless.
Okay, I'm not.
So let me ask then. So when you looked at all these products that were available off the shelf, they had so many chemicals in them. So now your products, are they all natural? Anything special about them, or just that they're strictly natural, good for your body?
Yeah, they're 100% natural. I don't, I mean, I think my body butters, I vary them for different things, but the regular body butter is just, it's mango butter, it's sweet almond oil and coconut.
Wow.
And castor oil, because castor is just beautiful for your skin. And I mean, as I go through this and I follow and I watch other people, and I do more research, I learn more about different types of oils that are great for your skin. And people that have known me or are, they run into my website, or somebody will text me, hey, well, I have this condition. What can you do for me? Mm-hmm. And that kind of thing never stops me. Like it always boosts me to come up with something new, or have a new product that maybe I hadn't thought of because I don't have that problem. And then so that ideas come from other people. Ideas come from all sorts of different experiments and sources. And
what about hair? Shampoos, conditioners.
Well,
have
so
you touched on that yet?
Yes, one of my customers, Jenna Lloyd, she's been bugging me for months. No, probably about a year or two, and then my husband too. So when are you going to make a shampoo? When are you going to make a shampoo?
Because I've seen it's like a soap product that
it's a bar. So I made a soap bar, and also going towards the more self-sustainable, more sustainable way of living. You throw away plastic like crazy because we have it conditioner and our shampoos and everything comes in plastic.
Right.
And so a lot of people are liking to use like the soap bar or shampoo bar because it doesn't come in plastic and you don't have anything to throw away except for maybe a paper wrapper that it might have come.
Oh wow! So it's
need,
environmentally conscious too.
Yeah,
the products.
And also all of my packaging is either metal tins or jars, glass jars, and I recycle the jars. Like I have clients that live local and they'll bring me back the jars. I sanitize them all, and then we reuse them so that we're not hurting.
Right, so you're doing a lot of recycling with your product and with your packaging.
Yeah, and I don't like to use any, like there's soaps that get shrink wrapped. I don't shrink wrap my soaps. I have a little label that goes around them, and I'm even rethinking that much because it's more paper than what I want to use.
Right, unless you maybe use recycled paper or something like that.
But yeah, I'm really conscious about packaging and all that. But yeah, I did my first shampoo bar a few months ago, and it sold out like I think within 5 days of posting it, I was sold out. And so I've gotten some good reviews, and then I've gotten some, hey, this is too dry, the next shampoo. So that
But by them giving you feedback, it kind of lets you know what to change.
So I go back into the research mode and, okay, well, maybe I need to switch up my formula a little bit.
Right.
Which I just made a new shampoo bar today. So.
Ooh, all right.
Nice.
Well, I'm chomping at the bit to see what's in these bags because, I mean, they're staring at me and they're blocking my view of all the beautiful ladies. So.
Well, this one is the gift to me. This one would be your gift.
Well, yeah, he's got two to choose from. I just brought a couple of different things to show the men's line, which is brand new. We're still working on the men's line.
I'll take that from you.
This one?
Yeah, I'm going to let Lisa open hers and then we'll see what I got in here.
Oh, even the butterfly.
Yeah.
Tissue paper. Very cool.
I kind of really tried to stick to the theme. Right.
Well, I mean, that's where branding comes in. You know, and if you keep a consistent theme with everything that you do, I mean, we had a show about a month ago and we talked about branding and the importance of a consistent image, because then people start to recognize. Because I mean, I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag a lot, but I do know that your product is in a local place at the market, at the exchange. But we'll talk about that in a little while.
Very excited about that.
As you say, let's bust these open.
Let's bust these open. What do you got there, Lisa?
So we have a face product called Beautiful Face. Made with, well, I don't want to give away all your ingredients.
Well, yeah,
it's all natural.
Just go by smell.
They're all on my, well, that one is actually scented with frankincense, and it's scented with frankincense because frankincense is actually really great for your skin.
Looks like frosting.
Yeah, and it takes just a little bit.
Very cool. Put some right here. Nice.
My sister-in-law says it's plumping up her what do you call it? Her wrinkles. She says it's plumping up her
crow's something.
Yeah, she swears it's plumping up her wrinkles, and I'm like, all right, well.
That one's very nice.
And so, yeah, Ken, one of those has a body butter that goes with it, and the other one doesn't, because I just haven't made it yet. But it will have a body butter that goes with it.
Well, I mean, real quick, I mean, you know, I must be special because I got two different things.
You got two to choose from.
Man, I'll tell you what.
That's the signature bar.
This signature bar, holy crap, does this smell good.
I love how the butterfly is etched into each
I'm going to be bathing with this later. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can see on camera here, but we've got butterflies etched right into the soap. So again, you know,
cute touch.
You know, one thing about Tiki Hut Central, when we talk about business, we talk about branding and consistency in a brand. And here again is, you know, ANALYN makes these by hand on a regular basis, and she continues to brand and rebrand. And boy, this smells good. I mean, it's almost as good as my peanut butter whiskey right now, but delicious. And then I've got some beard oil, you know, because guys with beards, you know, sometimes they get rough, they get dry, and you definitely want something. You know, let's see what this smells like.
It also helps the skin underneath the beard.
Yeah, because I always have dry skin. Oh yeah.
So instead of me smelling Noxzema, I'm gonna smell this.
Well, you know, Noxzema is always my go-to, but Oh man.
There's
We're
probably
gonna have to
tons of
change that.
there's probably tons of chemicals in
So
it.
everybody says that I have a great radio voice, but gentlemen out there, when you're looking for a great scent that the ladies are going to love, you have got
has
to
come
reach
me.
out. Go to buyanalyyn.com. If this doesn't get your woman on your ass, nothing will. So definitely look them up. I'm sure pricing's great, and again, it's all natural. It's made fresh, and you can't get anything fresher than this. And you're also supporting a local business. If those of you that remember, we had Dave Colby from the Chamber of Commerce on last week, and our discussion was on supporting local small business. This is a great way to support local business, and man, that's outstanding. I'm going to get high smoking this.
Smoking it. Hope you don't smoke
Well, I don't know. Maybe I won't smoke it.
All right, so I have a lotion bar called Red Roses, which we are the roses.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Hey.
Oh, I love the packaging on this. I don't know if you can see this. It has a cute little paper with the soap down inside of it.
Yeah. Well, that's a lotion bar.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Super cute. Again, her little images in there.
So those are actually.
This is a bee.
It's a bee. Yeah. It's the only mold I had that fit in there. So I've got
You
a
see
new
this?
mold.
Super cute.
I've got a new.
Like a honeybee.
That was originally for my oats, milk, and honey product, but then
It smells so good.
I loved the lotion bar so much,
Right.
and it didn't have another mold, so I was like, "The heck with it, we're just going with it." And so I've got another mold now.
But I mean, that's
smells
probably the most
just
popular thing. I think, whenever you go to the store or something, oats, milk, and honey seems to be like the go-to for most people.
It's such a calming,
Yeah.
and it's not for everybody. I'm learning,
Right.
like, I love lavender. This is a lavender soap that we just made.
So pretty.
It'll be ready in May. But there are people that really hate lavender.
Right.
So, and my husband actually, he was like, remember when we were kids? We grew up in Latin America. And he was like, there was this, we all had like this apple shampoo. And so he's been craving this apple scented whatever. And so I found an apple scented oil.
I gotta smell that.
And I made it, and he was like, "Oh, this is it!"
It's really nice. It's light too. It's very light scented.
So he got really excited. So
Wow.
that
Nice.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean,
These are beautiful. too.
we have video, we have audio, but if anybody wants to send cash, maybe we can get smell-o-vision, because then we can have ANALYN come back and you can actually smell these online. That smells great. It smells very light.
Yeah.
And one thing that I think most people like a summer fragrance or a summer soap, and then also a winter soap. Something a little bit more hearty. I hate to say.
I do have like, there are some things that I'll make in the summer,
Mhm.
and then I won't make again until the following summer, and I'll only make them in the winter. Like in May this year, I'm doing April showers, bring May flowers.
Wow.
So I'm doing a bunch of
flower
scents for May and
Nice.
Mother's Day.
Are you so you're stocked up for Mother's Day right now?
I am working really hard
All right.
to get stocked up for Mother's
So again,
Day.
I mean, everybody buys the same. You buy the same crap for your mother. You buy her a dozen flowers from some crappy grocery store. You buy her, all kinds of crap. Give her something she'd really enjoy, something completely different. Body butters. I don't care how old your mother is. Nothing a woman likes more than smelling and feeling great. And go right to the website. It's right on the page here at buyanalyyn.com. Go check it out, and take care of your mom. I mean, we only have one mom, so give her a shout out.
Or your wife, or your daughter,
Yeah,
or your
or your wife, or your daughter. I mean, all of my daughters just want cash, so I mean, that's really where I'm at with that crap. But mother,
Red
wife.
Apple.
Oh, is that Red Apple?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that one. So, Lynn, what
Oh, it smells so fresh.
goes into the process of making these? Is it just you, or do you have a helper?
So right now it is just me. And I can't just even say it's just me. Jacob is my champion. That kid, as you know, I'm a new mom again.
Mhm. Congrats.
You're spreading your kids out. That's great.
17 years, man. Can't plan that any better.
And you got married, so
And
yeah.
I got married, and you married us. So that was
Yes. That's how
that's how Ken and I
Lynn
met.
and Ken met.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You
Lynn and
married
I
them.
met at the altar, much like 90 Day Fiance. No, I'm married at first sight.
Yeah.
But it's a funny story because it was Valentine's Day, and there was nobody around to marry them, and I'll tell you what, I mean, Lisa and I got there, and It was a fantastic ceremony, and it was super intimate and super personal, and the food was amazing. I mean, and every time I turned around, somebody put a beer in my hand, which was pretty. I love that. You know, when I'm poolside, I'm the pool boy. I'm like the cabana boy. But you know, your place. Every time I had a beer that was just about empty, somebody said, "Oh, here's a beer." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." So, you know, so maybe in addition to your body butters and body soaps, maybe you need to have a bar at your house because the service is amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, this is great. So I pulled these two out. There's Red Rose.
That's a face soap.
And then this one's face soap.
What is that? Because that's black.
Yeah, it's activated charcoal. And it actually,
minty.
It is tea tree and peppermint.
That's
oil.
nice.
And so it'll actually help detox your skin.
These are beautiful. Look, there's
wow. I mean, you know, in addition to how great they smell and how great they are for your body, I mean, they smell amazing. It's like we're going to get high on soap. I mean, just fantastic.
They look like little slices.
And every soap has a wrapper on it that has her branding. It has a picture of you know, in certain products where it's a rose scent, it has a rose wrapper around it. So it's really easy to tell what they're going to smell like. Just amazing.
They look like slices of cake. They're beautiful.
Well, yeah, slices.
You don't want to eat them. I don't.
But they are all natural, though, right?
They are all natural. Yeah. However,
you may not want to eat it though.
Yeah, my daughter stuck a soap shaving in her mouth this morning, and she was like, bleh, bleh.
Well, if you have a chocolate peanut butter bar, I may really eat that and bathe in it, and, you know.
Well, I do have actually.
Don't even say.
It's a cacao butter.
Oh, don't even say. Okay.
It's cocoa butter. And,
all right.
I say this smells like a Three Musketeers.
Oh, geez.
It does. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's gonna eat that one.
Wow. I don't know whether to wear it or eat it. I mean,
he's gonna eat that with his peanut butter whiskey.
If I had a spoon, I don't know what I would do with it. I mean, if nobody was home and it was in the refrigerator, I would eat it because it looks like pudding. So you know, you just never know. But everything, as you said, it's all natural. So everything about it is safe.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, like I have 5 dogs, and
sorry to hear that. I have too many kids. Would you like one of those? I'll trade you.
We might talk about that. I have one of my dogs loves to lick lotion off of your face. And so I don't worry about it anymore because they're all natural. It's all safe.
Well, that's great.
I put them on my daughter. Everything that I make, if I make it, I have to be able to put it on my daughter.
And she's like, what, 6 months?
She's just a little over
a year.
Oh, just over a year old. So she's not walking yet.
Oh, she's running.
Oh, she's running. So
she's climbing.
So Jake's got to wear those Nikes and chase her down.
Holy cow. One moment she's over there, and then you turn around and she's over there. Yeah, she's
fantastic. But that's great. I mean, that's a good thing about having kids. And it's good when they grow up and move out too. Trust me on that. When you move out, it's like in heaven.
I've actually told Jake he's not allowed to move out because he's
until when
ever. He's been my website guy. He has in the last week or so he has helped me just completely redesign, and we've loaded so much stuff. But today he sat down, and what would have taken me like 2 days to do, he just boom, Mom, come look. And I'm like, he's like, can I publish? And I'm like, not until I look at it. And then I went through and I was like, publish. And then he had to go make some other changes that he wanted to make. And he's like, do you want to look at it first? And I was like, nope, just publish it.
So if
there's anything wrong with the website, it's Jake's fault. No.
But you know what? Guys with beards that are about 18 can do anything with the internet. You know, it's the rest of us that are like, oh crap, what we do?
Yeah, he's freaking amazing. And he's got these really great ideas. And so in between doing what he's doing for his studies and stuff, he helps me take care of the baby.
Right.
Because when you work from home and you have deadlines, you know, I mean, and there is a process when I'm making soaps where it is a little dangerous because every soap has lye in it. And so when it reacts with the oils, then it neutralizes and it becomes, that's what makes the soap is the combination between the lye and the oils. But I don't like her anywhere near the
I understand, sure.
room. And so
the butter room, boy, I don't know.
I know. It's either the butter lab, the butter room, the butter.
So it's highly tech stuff.
It is so technical.
How long is the process?
Chemistry is Mr. Trotter. Hey, I don't know where you are. I pretty much failed this class, but
Well, you see,
good now.
I mean, my issue honestly is that if Lisa got into making these products, the issue that Lisa would have is I'd always be running around the house naked trying these products out. Oh, let me try it. I'm getting in the shower. I've taken 8 showers today, but I'm trying this 9th scent. That would be me. Although we have a teenager at home, so
Well, my poor husband, he'll get in the shower and he'll be like, "Oh, new soap." I'm like, "Yes, you're testing the soap today."
New soap, same wife.
Yeah, we keep changing that up. The soaps.
Oh, shit.
So, but he's one of my best critics. Yep, I love it. Nope. We got to go to another recipe. But so you asked about how long it takes. The soaps actually take about 4 to 6 weeks total.
Oh, wow.
So it'll take me. So I started the soaps. I made 3 soaps today. The process, I started it last night because I mixed the chemicals last night so that they would be ready for today.
And I may have asked you to bring that one, and it wasn't quite ready.
Did. Well, that was the one I made on Monday.
Oh, okay.
So I made 3 soaps on Monday, and then I made 3 more today. And this is all for the push for the May release. But so when you mix the lye with the water, it heats up. There's a chemical reaction, and it heats up. And you have to wait for the lye to cool down before you can mix it with the oils. And there's like temperatures and all that stuff that I have to keep track of. So I mixed the chemicals last night. This morning I cut the soaps that I made on Monday because you pour them into the mold, and then it takes about 24 hours, roughly 24 to 48 hours for them to set up in the mold. And then you take them out of the mold, and I like to let them sit for another 8 or 10 hours before I cut them. And so most soapers have these really cool fancy cutters, and they cut them all at the same time, and they're all these exact perfect little bars. I haven't bought one of those.
Those are hand carved.
I mean, this one's all funky cut.
But now, if I remember correctly, I think I saw something on your website that although the soap is ready in about 48 hours and you cut it, it said something about curing or you have to wait a period of time before you can actually
4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
And so there are things that I can add to the mix that will make it cure faster. But I don't like to add anything extra. And there are recipes that'll cure faster than others. Like this one is the same age as this one.
Okay.
And if you squeeze this one, there's a little give. If you squeeze this one, there's not as much give.
Somebody said that one looked like ham, if I remember right.
Really?
My son
Your
did,
son said, Jake said it looked like ham. So
Yes, it does.
do not eat it again. Do not eat the
Definitely
Bell Body
doesn't
Bars.
It smells minty.
Yeah, it
What's
was
another-
a peppermint. And that
it's
one,
nice.
so that one is just, it's pink clay and white clay. I was going to use a red mica, but I decided to go completely all natural on this one. And so, the white clay and the pink clay kind of make it look like ham, but
I mean, they're great to look at too. I mean, you can almost put it on your coffee table and nobody would know the difference.
well, sometimes when I ship, I've got, clients all over, and I have this one client, when she gets her soaps, she sets them up in her bathroom and she'll take pictures. And I love it. And she's like, "You can use them on your website." And she does such a great job.
But she needs to Google review you then.
Man, yeah, I need to get better about asking people to do that, because I get so excited about the product and what I like. I keep telling Jake, you have to be my media manager,
Right? Oh, sure.
because I get so excited about the making that I forget the other parts of the business.
I think Lisa. Did you? I mean.
Oh, I was going to ask her, what do you do daily to help your business grow? Like, what's all involved to? I know you said Jake helps you a lot, but
so I hadn't really thought about that.
like you're on Facebook now, right? And
so
Instagram.
There's one of my friends she's such a sweetheart. She's been sending me like little tips. Like she'll find stuff on TikTok and she'll be like, "Hey, maybe you can add this to your business or listen to these tips." And so I just recently found out that I shouldn't probably post everything that I do in one day. Like I should spread it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you have content every day.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. So I've been trying to get a little bit better about not being so excited about the soaps I poured today and take the picture today and post it today. Because like I was telling Jake, I made 3 soaps on Monday, 3 soaps today. If I take pictures of everything, that's 6 days worth of content. And
Sure.
then there's the cutting and stuff like that. And then videos that I might make in between. And I do a lather test with all of my soaps so that I can see what kind of lather they're going to have.
Right.
And some of those I video and I post. So I'm slowly learning
social media to be able to.
social media. And
Well, let me ask you, what is the average price of a bar of soap? Like somebody orders a bar online, what's the price on that?
$8.
Oh wow, so it's super cheap.
And then there, like the rose bar, that one, the rose oil is crazy expensive. So
Right.
those bars are a little more expensive, and so I will only make that bar in February,
Right.
for Valentine's.
Sure.
And then,
Which was the day you got married.
which is my wedding day. So
We were there. Well, I mean, what
You also have lip gloss.
as
yes,
as an expert in marketing, one of the things I would recommend that you do is if you can put a little gift card in every order that you ship, ask people to write a Google review because the more Google reviews that you have, the higher you show up in a search. So if let's say that there's 10 soap makers in Claremont and you're the only one with a Google review, when somebody types in custom soap or lotions, you would come up. So the more reviews you can get, the higher people will find you.
that's a great idea. When I ship stuff, I already insert a little handwritten thank you
Right.
and enjoy your product. And if I've had correspondence with that person, I usually write a little personal note.
But ask them to write a Google review because then
like
it helps your
10%
brand
I might
grow.
I might get you to print my I need new business cards, so I need to come see you.
Well, yeah, Minuteman Press,
Minuteman Press.
right here in town.
But I was
That's the goal of this show is to generate printing dollars. So,
it might- well,
and free pizza and beer.
so I might put the Google thing
Mhm.
on my business card.
It's
and ask
great.
people- Yeah.
I know with Minuteman Press, I think we have 22 or 24 excellent reviews. So when somebody looks up printing in Claremont, we come up first. So, hopefully we're the first person they call. So with any product, it's all about Google reviews because that's what the analytics. I don't know about analytics because I don't know analytics. I just know ANALYN. But analytics, it helps people to search out for you. I'm going to bring this up only because I'm really annoyed. So most of us, like yourself, we try to promote our products on Facebook, to generate revenue. So prior to Easter, I don't remember the name of the person, but they posted that they do these Easter gnomes. So it's like a gnome, but with Easter bunny
cute.
ears and a white picket fence, and they put the green grass in, and they're like $50 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw this, I was like, wow, this would be great because I have so many girls that I can buy this for. So I private messaged her. I said, hey, I'm Ken Rose with Minuteman Press. I'd like to buy 5 or 6 of these at once.
Wow.
So it's a $300 order.
Yeah.
Nothing. No ghosted, gone.
Wow.
So here I was, and I'm ready to give her a great order, and never heard from her again. So,
Man, I can't tell you.
Mm.
There have been times when I'm sitting in bed and my husband's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I've got business. I've got orders coming in."
That's right.
And so I think that's a great segue into customer service.
Yes.
And what do we do? My customers are my life. There was one question that I don't remember if we've talked about it or not, but one of the questions was funding and your business.
Oh, right.
And investors or whatever. And
I don't remember what the question was, but it was about people giving you money.
Yeah, and I kind of laughed because I was like, yeah, my customers are my investors, and that's
because they're your spokespeople.
Yeah.
They
Right.
they shout out.
And because I live by the golden rule,
Mhm.
treat others as you'd like
Absolutely.
to be treated, and so I treat my business in the same manner.
Right.
So I make products that I want to wear, I
Mhm.
want to use because I do use my own products, and then I treat my customers the same exact way as I would want to be treated. So I special wrap my boxes
Right.
and I put extra little notes in my boxes. And if anybody ever has a complaint or an issue, or they didn't like this, I have been known to actually make a special butter just for somebody who was like, so the scent wasn't strong enough.
Right. Oh,
So
geez.
I'll make another batch and I'll make it special for them. Sometimes the extras sit on my shelves, but I mean, then they sell.
But you go above and beyond to make sure that
customers
are happy.
I just think it's really important that if I want to keep people coming back,
Right.
that I treat them with the respect that I would want to be treated with. And
Exactly.
so, I don't like to make clients wait. I don't like I don't like to, if I say I'm going to ship on Wednesdays and Fridays, I go out of my way to make sure that I ship or deliver on Wednesdays and Fridays unless something comes up. And I do let everybody know that, first of all, I'm a mom and I do have a brand new baby. So, well, she's not brand new anymore. I got to quit.
Yeah, she'll be in college soon.
She'll be, God.
She'll be rocking.
It goes so
She'll be
fast.
helping Mama make her her soaps here before too long.
Well, I mean, that's
she's tasting them now. So
she wears them.
She wears them.
She's tasting them.
Well,
after bath time, I put butter all over her and then I put her clothes on, and she normally hates the after bath process. Because since I stay at home, she's like a naked baby. She runs around in her diaper.
I wish I could run around like that, but I get arrested. But
and we have a child at home.
We have a child at home.
So at night when I'm trying to put her pajamas on, she gets mad. But if I put butter on her, she sees
it going on, and she's excited and she feels better.
She thinks it's the coolest thing.
Of course.
And then I put butter on her face and she gets mad at me and I'm like, one day you're gonna thank me.
Yeah.
One day.
Well, have wrinkles at 40, you'll be, or 50 or 60, you'll be like,
One day you're gonna be like, Mommy, thank you for saving my skin.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, originally this was all for my one kid, and now it's morphing because of her. I'm making baby products.
Sure.
Yeah.
When she was born, I made myself a nipple cream because holy cow, nursing sucks. You're lucky you're a man.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know about, anyway. Well,
I can attest to that.
I'm going to segue from that.
I'm getting a little thirsty.
Yeah, I'm getting a little hot here. To segue from that,
we're ready for our special guest.
One of the things about our show is
she heard my cue.
Is marketing. And before our guest walks in, I just want to mention one thing real quick. One of the most important things in marketing is actually residual marketing. And people say, well, what's residual marketing? And so residual marketing is after you've opened up your soap or your beard lotion or your body balm, the package that this comes in, it has Balanced Butterfly label on it. So again, it's a way for the customer that's received it to let somebody else know this is where I got it, this is the information on it. And I will say this, ANALYN really did this, really nice. We've got black for men, and this paper even has a mustaches on it.
Well, because you had the
because it's manly, because it's beard oil. And then the ladies come in pink. So, just a really great way to do product. And that's very important.
All right, we have some
Lisa, go
that
ahead.
Have just magically appeared. We have a special guest here. Holly Nichols with Blushin Bubbles has brought these awesome mimosas for us. Here, you can scoot this up. You want to move that?
We were talking about how you're going to tower over us anyway. We were trying to figure out where to place us. I don't tower. If you're sitting, you're still towering over us.
Can you hear everybody okay? Can you hear us? You can't hear us.
No sound yet?
No sound yet? All right, let's see. Oh, now you have sound? All right.
All right. See if you can.
All right. Now everybody's on air. Wow. Okay. Lisa, go ahead, Lisa. Start the introductions.
Well, welcome, Holly. This is Holly Nichols with Blushin Bubbles. She's here in downtown Claremont. Just opened a new mimosa bar. She's brought us some awesome samples that we're going to, I can't say bust open, as you say normally, with beer, but she did bring Ken a beer. So he's going to try that one.
I'm going to bust this open real quick. This is Bungalow Belgian Wheat. It's an Ivanhoe Park beer, so it must be from local Claremont. Local Orlando, and a fantastic koozie. That's the great thing about doing this show is you get some great swag, and you can get this beer as well as a lot of other beers down to the Montrose Exchange at Blushin' Bubbles.
Blushin' Bubbles.
I'm going to give a sip of this real quick. We'll do a quick test.
Hey, how come you get to go first?
I know.
Well, it was. Yeah, I like that. Well, you know what? Let's go to the ladies.
All right, cheers, ladies.
So Lisa,
I was gonna say you gotta
OJ. Am I not?
You got to get closer to the mic because if you can't hear yourself, then you got to get closer to the mic.
Then ask what was in it.
So Lisa has OJ and pineapple mixed together with her champagne, and then it has lemonade with lavender.
Oh, nice. What is yours?
champagne.
Just champagne.
Just champagne.
My champagne, but it does have jalapeno simple syrup in it that I make. So I make all the
Jalapeno. What is that like?
It's like it's not too spicy. It's got a little bit of a kick to it, and I really try to force jalapeno on everybody. Sorry, guys.
Her mic's just.
Right.
I think it's just quiet.
There you go.
I can hear you.
Okay.
All better.
So I try to force jalapeno on everybody.
If I had known that, I would have done lemonade jalapeno.
Girl, I sent you the menu.
I know you did, but
Well, let's give it a try. I'm very thirsty. Cheers.
Oh.
Cheers. Of course, I tried to do that a minute ago.
Cheers, man.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
Cheers.
Really good.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
that's really good.
Yeah, yours tastes like a spa day.
Mm-hmm.
A spa day. I like a spa week. It'd be nice.
I'm excited because I can make a lemonade lavender body butter.
Oh shit. Oh.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's okay. We're on cable. This is cable. It's all good.
And I thought you were gonna have to use that for me.
Well, yeah. Well, it's still early.
It is, and Holly was very generous with her pour. So
Well, I guess Lisa, why don't you go ahead right into Holly,
Yeah,
and then
I
we'll
was
kind of backtrack into our musical segment.
Yeah, I was going to say we'll save that for both of them.
Yeah, well, you
There's
know
some fun questions.
You know what you're doing, I think. Right? What's the worst case?
So, Holly, what was the inspiration for opening this? I know you used to have bourbon and bubbles. Now it's a different little twist, but
I do still have bourbon and bubbles, and that is bourbon and bubbles is a full noble liquor bar. So that's used for events.
there we go.
I can use it at different festivals, private events, things like that. So I still have that. I have that as an option. And then Blushin' Bubbles is an on-premise location. So it's a different license type. It's a wine and beer license, but obviously with the wine comes champagne. Now I'm loud. With the wine comes champagne. So I love champagne, which is why we're here. So this is how this all came about.
These are
So,
wonderful.
It's a mimosa bar, but I do, like I said, I do have a package. I have beer, and we do a homemade sangria, and I have seltzer options, and I have liquor canned cocktails.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I try to cover all the bases in my little setting.
Now, what is the law down in downtown Claremont? Are you able to open carry now, or well, I mean, not guns, but well, shit,
I mean,
can I tell you?
in Claremont, you probably could.
Are you able now to walk around downtown and have a mimosa or a beer? And
You can, as long as it's supposed to be in a clear cup.
okay,
Okay.
So as long as it's in a clear cup, you can walk with it.
right. Well, one of the things with Holly sitting here is obviously, we spoke with Lynn about branding and marketing, and Holly has her Blushin' Bubbles cups right there. So when you're walking the streets of downtown Claremont, you know exactly where the best mimosas in town came from. In fact, tonight I've got a special treat for you, Holly.
Oh, you do?
Believe it or not, the new Blushin' Bubbles cups just came in, and they have Holly's Instagram account on them. So she'll be taking them home with her tonight. So, we're always giving away swag. I'm not giving these away, but, hey. But her new cups are here, too. So, go ahead and check her out on Instagram.
I'm excited about that.
So, Holly, what have you known that's, the big difference between growing up here in Lake County back in the day versus now? We're discussing.
Oh, here we go.
We all went to school together. We all go way back, but
Claremont.
I love this, though.
Did you start out at Claremont High, or did you?
No, I was at Groveland. I was at
Okay.
Groveland for 9th and 10th grade, and then we merged to Southlake.
Right.
The Eagles.
I could not remember. Yeah. we were Highlanders.
I just went back and forth. I did Way Elementary, I did Claremont Junior High, and then Groveland, and then South.
I've actually known her since kindergarten.
Who?
And
Holly.
Oh, Holly. Okay.
Yeah, and you were from Groveland too, right?
Yes.
So I was
You were the Claremont girl.
You were the oddball.
But look, we all
You know
merged
that's kind of.
together.
We all merged together.
We all stayed in town.
Well,
Tell us about family things that you enjoy in your free time.
Yeah, it is a little interesting.
If you get free
because
time now.
I don't have a whole lot of time. But it is interesting that we're still here. But I actually never gave a whole lot of thought to leaving. The furthest I ever went was like Altamont, and I
Wow.
lived there.
Like another country.
Yeah. So I lived in Altamont for a little while, but then we came back here when I was married the first time. We came back here because it is a great place to raise your kids.
We all come
Things
back.
like that. Yeah.
I moved away for 7 years to Georgia and we came back. So.
Yeah. So
It just
It's
kind of
been
sucks
nice.
you back in.
It does. That's a perfect way because and then once,
Yeah. Sucks you back
once
in.
you're back, you're kind of like, "What? I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Like,
I'm
why?
done.
And especially now that we have so much going on,
Yeah.
there's actually no reason to leave.
Right.
which is-
Exactly.
which makes it super convenient.
Even going to Orlando is like a chore for me anymore. Like I'm so Claremont.
It's like the other side of the earth. I mean, it really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember correctly, you have you're married to some guy in town that I guess people are familiar with. I mean,
Oh yeah.
who's he and what does he do?
Everybody loves my husband. My husband's name is Rob Nichols. If you didn't know, you can find some of Rob Nichols music on Facebook.
There's the plug.
Yeah, or any weekend in Lake County.
Actually,
Somewhere.
this Friday at Graffiti,
Yeah.
we may know his schedule.
It's almost like stalking, isn't it? It's really like stalking.
We're
Where
kinda
is Rob?
groupies, like,
You know.
we love the local entertainment. We're usually Graffiti or Claremont Brewing Company almost every Friday. We always get there early and we have a table.
So let's learn more about
Yeah,
what else
so
we have
you
about
guys-
Blushin Bubbles. I
Blushin'
got to stop drinking on a show.
Say that 5 times.
Yeah.
Ken.
I had like 3 Bud Lights and I had, like 3 ounces of peanut butter whiskey. And now Holly brought this delicious Ivanhoe Park. I guess it's an IPA. So, who knows where I'll be by the end of the night. I'll probably be in the pool, lounging or something. I don't know.
It's a Belgian.
The Belgian wheat beer.
Is that an idea?
The most important thing with any IPA, and Holly should tell her customers all of this, everything is about the total alcohol
Yes,
content.
it is.
Oh boy, what's in that one?
I don't know. It just feels like a lot.
It feels like a lot.
It feels like a lot.
5.3 or 6.8, something like that.
It's definitely more than Bud Light. So Bungalow Belgian wheat beer from Ivanhoe Park in Orlando, and you get this at Blushin Bubbles.
And as far as beers go, I do carry Space Dust. I don't know if you've ever had
Space?
it.
What was Space Dust?
People seem to love Space Dust. It does have 8.2% alcohol.
Oh, even
So
better.
gosh.
Even better.
I have that also.
Wow. So maybe Holly provides places to stay after drinking at Blushin Bubbles.
So now, do you guys have an upcoming event that you're going to do together? You guys want to share that? With
Yeah.
us?
What's this big event that I've heard about?
Well, first of all, Holly started her business, or she was setting up her business in the downtown exchange, and I guess she had seen my stuff on Facebook, and she's like, "Hey, what if?" And I was like, "Hey, what if?"
Because you both have bubbles in a sense.
Well, it first started because she's got the mimosa stand, and I'm like, "Hey, I have a mimosa scented oil. Like, kind of how cool would that be?" And so,
wow.
It's all mine now.
yeah,
Wow. See
which
that?
is- yeah. So the more we talked about
She
it,
owns
I
the
started,
rights to it.
I started getting all these ideas, and then Holly was like, "Yeah, so I could sell the lotion bars." So I brought her by a bunch of different samples of stuff, and she landed on the lotion bars. And then we were trying to come up with an idea of how to hand out like samples, so
Sure.
people would know what they were buying before they buy it. And I came up with these little bubbles, like
They're so cute. They're like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Almost like a
so-
gumball, right?
yeah,
Yeah, a gumball. Okay.
smaller, a little smaller. And then I thought, if I make a soap and I put the little bubbles on top, like a mimosa soap with a little bubble
Wow.
on top, how freaking cute would that be?
The ideas just grew.
So I have and so then I decided, okay, I don't want anybody else to buy mimosa flavored stuff from me. It's just Holly's. That is so anything that we do, anything if like I was just saying, we get lavender lemonade. I can make a lavender lemonade body butter. And if she's like, hey, can we put that at the post? Yep. And so for like the next 6 months, I won't sell it. It's just all Holly. So I love to do that kind of collaboration with people
Right.
because I mean, how cool is that?
I think it's huge.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I mean, women supporting women. I'm kind of, we have to have each other's backs.
Girl power.
Yeah, man. So when she asked me, I kind of felt bad because I was like, I took the ball and ran with it. But then she got me back because I delivered the mimosa lotion bars, and I was like, so I've been thinking about like doing like a class or like having one of those like you do painting with a twist or whatever.
Painting with a twist, sure.
Yeah, and I was like, you have the mimosas and I have the soaps. Like we could like make soaps and sip mimosas and have people do it. And
I may have bought a ticket already because it sounded so cool.
And so we talked about it, and then she's like, she pulls out her calendar and is like, let's pick a date. And so
she's like, I'm on this.
I'm like, no, she was not. And then so
that's a great idea.
We picked May 3rd, and then I got home and I was doing something, and I'm like, it's an event. I was like, oh crap.
There you go. Now the pressure's on, right?
She wasn't
Gotta move
out of it.
Right.
I made an event and I tagged her. I'm like,
oh shit! Now I really got to work.
I looked at it and I was like, I'm about to cry. Not because I was so excited that I have all these dreams and all of these like plans and stuff, and then it just really is talking to the right person at the right time, and sometimes it just takes one person to push you in the right direction. And Holly kind of, I
just shoved her in.
Yeah,
Let's just be honest.
yeah, but it's so I'm so excited, and she's just like, yeah, we'll do it here. And
when is the event?
When and where is it?
When and where?
It's Monday, May the 3rd. So we did it in enough time, so it's before Mother's Day.
Okay.
And it's in the evening. It'll be from 6 to 8. And we'll have tables set up. We'll have music playing. We'll have drinks.
Is it at the Exchange?
Yes, it's at the Exchange.
Okay. Now,
So
where exactly is the Exchange for people that are listening? They may not know where the downtown Exchange is. Do you have an address?
The address is 639 8th Street.
Okay.
Okay. We'll post in the comment section.
So it's on the corner of 8th and Montrose?
Montrose.
Okay. Perfect space.
Nice.
Well, I have to ask, because whenever people are involved with alcohol, how did you decide on what ingredients to mix with champagne and say, okay, this is something good? And better yet, well,
Where did the jalapeno
mention
come from?
that. Talk about
That's
that,
what I wanna know.
but then let me know some of the items that you tried that completely didn't work.
Yeah.
Or does everything go with champagne?
I don't think peanut butter whiskey
Well,
would.
wait, funny story. What didn't work, but actually it did work. It's just I have to figure out how to do it in mass quantity. Is when I first opened, it was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, right.
Was my opening date. So I wanted to have something green. So I was like, So I did an apple, like a green apple.
Right.
Apple, kale.
You lost me on kale, but okay, go ahead.
It was apple, kale, ginger, and pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
oh, that sounds
It
so
is
good.
so good. It is so green.
Right.
And I was like, it literally tasted like you should have been sitting at, like the spa. Seriously, you should have just been sipping on that after you got your massage or something.
Well, hey, there's a segue. So massages and mimosas.
Green mimosas. However,
Well, they can use the soap.
Next thing, Patrick, I'll bring my massage chair and you can serve those.
There you go.
There you go.
I had to go.
Massage and mimosas.
Oh,
There's your new.
There was,
Oh,
there's your new-
boy.
that's the next one. Okay,
Holly's like, all right, event.
Jot that down.
Calendar.
I know. I'm just gonna wait for Facebook to tell me.
Hey, she agreed to the date. She agreed to the date.
So May 3rd,
Yeah.
6 to 8?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the tickets, where can they purchase those and how much?
Well, that's been fun.
It was Venmo.
So, Holly I think you put my Venmo. Yeah. And so now it just sends you to like download the app. And so that's
what happened to me. And so I had to message you.
And I kept telling her, I'm like, it's taking me to download. And she's like, it's not happening to me. And then she tried it again and she's like, yep, it's happening to me too.
It happened to me too.
Because I kept saying it just hates me. It hates me.
Well, I mean, you should be able to create like a QR code for the mimosa bar, and then somebody should be able to just scan that QR code and then go right to either a website or a page to be able to just go ahead and pay.
We have to ask one of our sons to try and something.
Well, Colton's got his own business running now, right? I mean, isn't Colton? He's doing auto detailing, right? That's right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we all put our kids to work. Get your asses out and work.
But no,
All right.
we'll look into that whole
Yeah, but
if not,
for
if
now,
not,
if you sign up and you are undergoing under the little going slot, not undergoing.
Can you check that you're going?
Jeez, I told you I haven't had any alcohol in years.
Oh, no.
Well, but did you create an event page?
Yeah, she
oh,
did.
okay.
Yeah.
So people can go and click
So if
that they're
people
going,
are
and if they can't pay now, they can pay when they get there.
Yeah.
Then. Okay.
So you can either.
So that's
yeah.
good.
And then I've been like testing the whole 2 hours worth of soap making and all of that. And I'm like, okay,
I totally didn't ask her about time.
Well, hey, just run with your pants down. Just go, let's go.
I was like, I think we need to cap this event because like 30 people show. Oh, we're going to be in trouble.
Was it? So you're getting a pretty good response.
It is getting a good response, which that's awesome. So it's getting a good response. But yes, the whole reason we wanted people to RSVP and attempt to pay ahead of time was so that she could know exactly what she's preparing for.
Right. How much to bring and whatnot.
Right. Yeah. Because it's not the traditional soap making like these. We're making more of a melt and pour. The lye and everything's already mixed, and so it's soap base. All we have, I've got to cut it up, and I'll set it up in bags of like 1.5 pounds of soap for each person. But that's just it. We need to know how many people are coming,
right?
To know how many bags I'm preparing, how many pounds of soap I need to buy. So
should be fun.
It's gonna be a blast.
I live by winging it, and so man,
that's a good marketing strategy. Let's just wing it.
But you know what?
The balanced butterfly. Wing it.
Woo!
Oh, look at that.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, one of the things we talk about is business on the show. So I'm going to talk to you, ANALYN, first, and I'm going to ask the same question to Holly. This way, Holly has a chance to think about it.
I was going to say okay.
So where did the name the balanced butterfly come from?
Okay, so back in the day. I got my massage license in 2006 or 7.
In the olden days. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Because you're 35 now, so yeah.
45, baby.
Take the compliment. Let it go.
No, I'm proud.
45. Okay.
I'm proud.
All right. So go. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I'm not.
So where's the name come from?
No. You guys are young.
It's like a freak show. Go ahead.
I turned 45. She's a youngin'.
No, you just turned 44. You knucklehead.
Oh yeah. Oh my Lord!
And this is the great thing about having blondes on the show. You never know what's going to happen.
I'm not blonde.
Well,
two of us.
Balanced butterfly.
Okay.
Back
Go
on
ahead.
target.
We're completely off track already.
Reeling us back.
The next thing we'll be hurting cats.
I'm making myself older than I am. What the hell?
Go ahead.
45 is not bad. Okay, so how did I get my name? My whole reason for going into massage was one, to supplement my income and be a single mom and not have to ever tell my kid, hey, no, we can't. But anyway, I like helping people. And one of the things that massage does is, like if you have a client for a long time, they've been in pain or they've had issues going on or whatever, you actually get to see them changing and change their body over time. So in my crazy head, that's a metamorphosis.
Sure.
And what goes through a metamorphosis? A butterfly. And I've always loved butterflies since I was teeny tiny. And so I used to go butterfly catching with my grandfather. Anyway, no butterflies were harmed.
No butterflies were harmed during that video.
I mean, not I did it. Pop, on the other hand, he was an entomologist, so he knew what he was doing. But and then one of the main things I try to do with my massage is bring a body to balance.
Sure.
So balanced butterfly.
And there's the name.
And there's the name. And so throughout everything that I've done with the lotions and the everything, there's actually a pH balance for your skin. And so all of my lotions are pH balanced. So everything is balanced.
Nice.
There you go. So like ANALYN said, I mean, a balanced butterfly. So everything that she does with starting a business and a small business, everything ties together. Everything has a common theme. Her logo is on everything. And that's one of the most important things about branding is consistency of brand, name, and product. So you're doing a great job already. You just have to do more social media.
Yeah, and my son actually developed the balanced butterfly logo. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And he's like, gotcha.
Well, maybe he'll tattoo that on your back.
And he just revamped the website, I heard.
He did.
Oh,
Nice.
well, all right.
He did. He was like, Mom, I basically fixed what you screwed up.
Nice.
And so,
Well, like I said, teenage guys with beards can do computer stuff. That's kind of how it
and
goes.
that's why he's not allowed to move out ever.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, he looks like a full-grown man at this point.
They'll be moving down a bit. So, Blushin' Bubbles. I mean, where did Blushin' Bubbles come from?
Wait, I had to follow up. I told him, her son is so polite. And he's so welcoming. He was so welcoming to your house.
That's great.
He's like,
Here's the jewelry. Here's the silverware. Take it there in the other room.
I don't live here. I'm just welcoming you. I love this.
Where was my daughter?
She's probably
Hiding?
sleeping. She's probably sleeping.
I haven't seen her.
Oh,
She's hiding.
Yeah,
figures.
she's probably on social media.
She's supposed to be watching for our guests.
I don't know. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Wink.
Okay, so Blushin' Bubbles. Apparently, there's this whole thing with bees and bees. I don't know. For me, I love alliteration. So obviously,
That's too big a word for me.
Yeah,
So.
balanced butterfly and blushing bubbles. Remember? we talked
Wow.
about
Yeah,
B&B?
that's right. Look at that.
Yeah,
It's like
and
the
then
4 Bs.
bubbles, and then we're gonna make soap, and she has bubbles, so bubbles and more bubbles. That's
Boy.
why she named the event.
So Blushin' Bubbles just because of the alliteration.
Yeah.
And it just kind of flows. It's
Well, champagne makes you blush.
And pink. Is pink your favorite color? Or you just liked it for the-
It just goes with the blushin'.
right.
Yeah, it's cute.
Now do you just have one kind of champagne, or like can people just get champagne itself, or the okay? All right.
And then I have I have a ton of different flavors. That's what I was going for, was to be able. I'm not just orange juice. I'm not just pineapple
Right.
juice. Things like that.
Sure.
To bring in, I have guava and
Mhm.
mango, and then like I said, we have the jalapeno syrups. I have other syrups too. I have lavender.
Ooh,
I have
guava
mint.
and jalapeno. I bet that. Ooh,
It's
I'm gonna
good.
come see you and get a guava and jalapeno.
I'm telling you, we'll all need places to sleep after going to
I
Holly's.
know. No, I'm just gonna bring Jake. He can be my designated
Oh, yeah.
Where did the idea for the jalapeno come in? That's what I want to know. Did you have it somewhere before?
I had it in another. If I order a margarita, I usually tend to order one that's jalapeno. I just love jalapeno. So I was like, well, why not try it in here?
Sure.
And so my first attempt at it was muddling it. And I was like, I love all of you so much, but I am not going to muddle jalapenos for you every single day. So anyway, but it worked out. So I researched how to make it into a simple syrup, and that works out perfectly because it doesn't, like I said, it's not super spicy. It just has a nice little kick.
Little kick.
I would have never thought to put that in a drink.
Well, I mean, I do understand exactly what Holly's saying. Where you don't want to have to muddle a jalapeno.
Mhm.
It's the same thing at the Tiki Hut. Only your first drink comes with an umbrella. After that, there's no umbrellas in your drinks. I mean, it's the same thing. It's too much work,
For me, you may make
and it's hard to find umbrellas. Probably like jalapenos.
All right. Should we get on to the music segment?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That's always a
Let's
fun
just
thing.
jump over to there.
One of
We've
the
only been
segments-
going an hour and 10 minutes. We're like rocking.
One of our segments of the show is usually the music segment. So it's kind of a fun little thing.
We'll get to know you more personally.
First band t-shirt. Oh, Lord. You go first.
Oh boy.
I think it was New Kids on the Block.
Oh, NKOTB.
Mine- that was mine too.
Oh wow.
That's funny.
My mother-
And I didn't even go see them, but I
My
had the
mother,
shirt.
She suffered through that concert.
NKOTB. What do you got there?
Yeah, Grateful Dead.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, actually.
Jerry Garcia and Bob Weir, they just
well, I was this little Spanish kid that got sent to boarding school from Panama to Virginia. I didn't even speak English.
but the Dead was in San Francisco.
But the Dead is strong in Virginia.
Are they? Well, you know what? But that's probably what. But that's also probably why Dave Matthews Band is big in Virginia. He lives in Charlottesville,
Probably.
and it's that music that
vibe,
kind of goes for
So Charlottesville,
15 minutes for a song.
Charlottesville is actually the area I was in.
Love Charlottesville.
And so I did.
Oh.
So
UVA, just a beautiful country.
yes.
Anyway, I'm segueing.
So when I came from Virginia to Florida, I was this hippie kid,
Mhm.
and I was in Claremont. Like nobody understood. Like, first of all, I was a Spanish hippie kid, so people, it was tough at
What-
Claremont Middle.
But you know what though? I'll tell you what about hippie kids. Now Lisa's daughter Alyssa is secretly a hippie kid. because she has her eyes set on one of those VW buses for her first car.
That's what she wants.
She wants to put like AstroTurf in the back and like the whole deal. Flowers on the side.
I don't know. It went from a BMW to
a VW,
Toyota Camry to
Grandma's car.
I want
to
a
now.
Volkswagen bus. That's what I want.
I like her bus idea.
So Grateful Dead and KOTB.
What are some of your favorite musicians or groups now?
Other than your husband, because everybody, you heard about Rob.
Rob.
If you're driving in the car, what are you listening to?
It depends on my mood.
All right, so you want to drive fast and you're on your way to a vacation. What are you listening to?
I'm listening to my Spanish stuff, like Mana, and I mean, like, I put on my Juana's playlist on Pandora, even though my son hates Pandora, because it's not Spotify or whatever. But yeah, so I at home, because I really want my daughter to grow up speaking Spanish.
Sure.
I do a lot of Spanish music at home, and I kind of rock out to it. But if I'm in an American mood or English, my first American or English speaking tape, because it's not American. So
tape, okay.
Yeah, tape way back then.
Was it an 8-track or a cassette?
No, it was a cassette tape. It was Bryan Adams.
Oh, yeah.
That's how my mom introduced me to American or English speaking music.
From Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Well, you actually know he's Canadian, so he's foreign.
That's why I said he's not American.
They fake their way in the United States because they come in from Canada. They fake their way in. You know that.
My mom is currently living in Canada, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Bryan Adams is her hero.
But the only other, Gloria Stefan in her English, whatever she had. That's all I.
Right.
That's the only other English I had ever heard.
So you can do the conga and
Man, get me going.
All right, so
Gloria, she's my girl.
So your first 8-track that you bought was
tape.
I'm sorry, tape.
We're not 8-track.
I'm not
8-track.
Sorry,
wrong era, Kenneth.
I'm not.
Lisa and Holly don't know 8-tracks.
No, I told you we had the Beach Boys 8-track and we have the Gambler.
So Holly, first
That's
album you bought.
No, I don't.
You don't even know.
Worst memory.
You have the worst memory.
Oh, it's probably Kids on the Block though.
NKOTB. So who was your favorite kid on the block? Jordan or
not Jordan?
Mine was Jordan.
Jordan. I don't remember them all. Can you name them all? Let's go.
Jordan, Donnie,
Joey.
Bad.
Boy, oh boy. See, and this is why you try not to get a lot of older
Those
folks
are the
on.
only three that were.
Jonathan.
Yes.
Oh, Jonathan. Okay.
Jordan were brothers.
And then
Okay.
who was the other one?
There's one more.
Oh,
All right.
God.
So that may be too early to
If
think about.
anybody's
So
listening, feel free to comment the name to the Backstreet Boys.
first concert.
I mean, the new
on the
kids.
Block.
Was that your
thinking
first
Backstreet
concert
Boys.
too? Oh, what was your first concert?
Her.
Oh, what was your?
Mine
Now I'm
was
completely
Grateful
confused.
Dead.
Grateful Dead was your first concert too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to reword that because it says first band T-shirt.
All right. First, well,
We need to say first.
you get a band
concert.
T-shirt without going to a concert, like we used
So
to
I
do down
went
at the
to
head
Debbie
shops.
Gibson. That was my first, but I didn't
Debbie Gibson.
get a T-shirt.
Yeah,
I didn't get a T-shirt.
Debbie was fun. In fact, Debbie Gibson will be on the show next week if you wanted to. And next week, got Debbie Gibson on the show.
Oh yeah.
So I'll let everybody know.
Her and Tiffany together.
Oh, and Tiffany. Yeah. And they have both been in Playboy. So go figure that. How disappointing can life be?
That is
So.
bad.
Go ahead, Lisa. I mean, you got a lot of questions there.
Well, I don't know that I'll.
All right.
Do
So
you become a member of any band? Who would it be?
no.
I don't
Well,
know.
no. That's really
kinda-
not the question. The question is, do you want me to ask it, or do you want to ask the
Sure, go
question?
ahead.
Oh, okay.
He
So
loves asking this.
not that you're musicians, or you may be musicians. I don't know.
Nope.
So
Not even in the shower.
So you get a phone call from an agent. He says, "Look, we love your look, we love your sound, and we want you in the band." Okay, but the qualifying way to get in the band is you have to have a name for yourself. And the manager of the band that calls you is the Spice Girls. So what is your Spice Girls name?
He is Snorri Spice. We already came up with this.
Can I just be Leggy Spice?
Leggy
Leggy Spice.
Spice. There you go. Leggy Spice.
What would yours be?
And what? Soapy Spice?
There you go.
I came up for one with bleh. Came up for one for Brian. It was Country Spice.
Country Spice.
He
Country
loved it.
Spice. And we had a Cuddly Spice. And
Country Spice.
we've had some weird ones come in the house. So that's pretty funny. What else you got there, girl?
You could turn back time and talk to your 18-year-old self.
What would you tell yourself?
Tell yourself?
God. I've actually thought about this a lot. And not to go all deep and all, but I don't know that I would change anything.
So everything went as planned.
No, not at all. God, no, nothing went as planned. As a matter of fact, I don't even try to make plans anymore because that's a sure way to go the opposite direction.
That's right. So the path's already there for you.
Yeah, nah. So
You learned a lot and you're happy with the way your life turned out.
Yeah, it kind of made me who I am today. And I mean, I wouldn't, Jacob, I wouldn't change any of that for the world. And everybody that knows me knows the struggles. But, no, I'm thrilled. I don't know that I would change. I don't know, maybe get another tattoo or two.
Right.
Back then.
Okay.
I don't know. There's not. Yeah.
Right. So everything went as planned.
No.
Good.
Same question.
Not at all.
Same question. Holly, what do you got?
I think that, and it is a big thing for me too. We have teenagers, and I have a bonus daughter who's a teenager, and I watch.
Oh, I love that because Lisa
Bonus.
and I talk about that. We never use the word step.
He hates
We
that
always
word.
say bonus. We say bonus all the time
Yeah.
because it is a bonus.
It is a bonus, and I'm watching her. She's 16. Girls are girls, and it's
Yeah, no shit.
girls are hard, especially at that age. And so I watch her and I think about our time back then. And I guess what I would say is literally throw everybody's expectations of you out the window.
You're right.
Because it's there is no, you don't know where you're going to be in 10 to 20 years. And you need to do what's best for you all the time, not what you think somebody else
Thinks is good for you, right?
Right.
So
Good advice.
That would be great advice to give now.
So
looking back,
Yeah.
don't be a people pleaser.
Well, that's exactly what I
Right.
told Jake. I don't,
be yourself.
somebody's always want to put you into a little box, and I'm so not. I never colored inside the lines, and I never drive in a straight line either. So
Well, I don't know that that's a good thing. Coloring outside the lines is okay. Driving outside the lines is not necessarily a good thing.
that's why Jake drives for me. So I sit in the back with my daughter.
What and what kind of car do you drive?
I don't. It's his car.
Okay,
I don't even have
what
a car.
color is it in type? Just in case you're driving out there. Oh, Jake is driving.
Get
Okay.
the tag.
I'm on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Just watch out on the way out to the nursing home or to Cranesview. That's the only time I drive. So
All right,
the
so
only
look
time
out.
I'm careful, yeah.
All right.
You guys could have a billboard with anything on it. What would it be and why?
What would you say? Like if you could tell everyone that passed it something. It could be a positive statement. It could be
Like a quote, maybe.
what
like
what
a
would your
famous
quote
that
be?
you have, or-
You go first.
Yeah, we'll put it on Holly first because Annalyn's gone first the whole show here.
I need money.
So
I mean, there's billboards out there like that about this person got me this much money. So
so check out
So when you
Holly's
think
billboard.
That's the first person you think
So
of.
coming into Claremont
In our
next week,
area.
like you said, billboard
In our
and then
area.
my brain just goes there. So
Right.
I'm like, I don't know.
So Holly will have her Venmo account posted on a billboard coming into Claremont. So make sure you take care of her because
So we're gonna put the QR code on Holly's.
There you go.
Yeah, so that they can just.
QR code. You can buy
They
champagne
zoom in
by the
that
gallon.
far away from
Yeah. Well,
billboard
We'll
way.
make it work.
all right. So you're up, kid. Because we're all in our 40s now. So what is your
What does that have to do with
I don't
Price
know. I
is
just had to
Right?
say we were all in our 40s
I don't know. Anyway, I'm 40. No,
because I'm not. So go ahead.
I apparently don't know how old I am. So don't ask me.
Maybe it's inspirational.
I think just the Beatles. All you need is love.
All you need is love.
I think that's the biggest.
That's good.
That
I think that's huge.
That's a good.
It says a lot.
I think if we just loved each other instead of loving ourselves as much
Love
as
each
we
other
do.
where we're at.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly where we're at.
I agree.
And help each other, carry each other. I'm a big fan of the Beatles, and that's kind of
All right.
I would say stop being offended by
So-
everything.
So you're a big fan of the Beatles.
yeah.
Oh, I've got something to show you.
I was gonna say, don't start quizzing me.
I have something to show you. Hang on a second. Let me take out my headset here a
At
second.
home, so I don't have to memorize.
Hang on. No. Yeah, I can memorize it.
You better run. Oh, you've got it right here still. Look at you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a soap. I haven't decided, and I think it's going to be June or maybe August, but I'm going to do a Beatles themed soap because like the White Album, it's just a white soap.
Well,
there you go.
See,
Yellow Submarine.
this is
that
this is the Beatles White Album.
Yes.
And what makes this White Album special is it's one of the rare White Albums pressed
sweet.
in white vinyl in Capitol before they started Apple Records.
Very cool.
And I still have the original poster
Oh, wow.
that was in the White Album. So, and it has the lyrics on the back of it.
Wow.
And it also has, I think John Lennon's peckers on here somewhere too, naked somewhere.
You would have spotted that.
But yeah, well, you know, as guys, you say you don't check, but you do check. But yeah, so this is an original Beatles White Album. So.
I was not expecting that.
There's always shit that goes on the show. You don't know.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, let it be or just love one another. That would be my.
I agree.
Let it be.
I agree. Let it be.
Yeah.
You know, and it's interesting that you mentioned the Beatles because I think it was a couple of weeks ago I was listening to Imagine, and the lyrics are just so if people read, you know, because people read the Bible and people read the Quran and the New Testament, Old Testament, all this. If you read the words to Imagine. I think that sums it up. You know, imagine there's no borders. Imagine there's you know no pain. You know, all of these things. I think it says a lot.
In a perfect world, but we're not.
Well, I mean, we're in Claremont, so it's about as perfect as you can get.
That's why we all live here. We love it.
Well,
so we're
in order to close the show, ANALYN, where can people find you?
Right here in Claremont.
Well, no.
Blushin' Bubbles.
Obviously, not going to drive down the street. So, online, where can they find you? Are you on Facebook?
I am on Facebook.
Where can they find you?
I've been really lazy as I've commented about my social media.
No, you've been very busy.
No, well, yes.
You've been very busy.
No.
Yes, busy.
Okay, so I have.
Damn it! I'm trying to.
I know you are.
Take you along this ride.
I have a Facebook page which Holly tagged me on. What is it? Balanced Butterfly Massage and Organic, something like that.
So you don't know even where you are.
Stop.
Okay.
And then I have Lynn LeBlanc, my personal page. So everything was like on the business page, but then I have more followers on my personal page, so forget it. I just started posting stuff on my Facebook page, and on Instagram, I'm the Butter Lady.
The Butter Lady on Instagram.
Butter Lady 16.
So we can post the links in the comments.
Yeah.
After the show.
And on my on my website, there are links to my Facebook.
Okay.
MyANALYN.com. And in fact, if you're watching the show right now, it's on the ticker and talks about BuyANALYN.com. And in fact, where the hell is the damn ticker? Let me get that rolling because there's some great stuff on there too. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we've got BuyANALYN.com. Holly, where can they find Blushin' Bubbles?
At Blushin' Bubbles Bar is on Facebook, and then Instagram is at Blushin' Bubbles.
Okay, cool. So they can find Holly just about anywhere. And again, you know, if you're listening to the show now or you're listening to it tomorrow or the next day, best thing to do is support local business. Go on their Facebook pages, go on their Instagram pages, like them, friend them. I'll let them know that you're concerned that they are successful, because let's face it, the only reason why we're doing this show is to generate business for the local community and people that are in business that have small business, and word of mouth is great. And the other thing that I'll say real quick is one of the things that you find in South Lake County is businesses working together. And so in the case of Blushin' Bubbles and the Balanced Butterfly, they're working together. They're co-branding to have a broader appeal to people out there every day walking in the street. So you can catch Holly down at the Montrose Exchange at 8th and Montrose. Stop in, have a few mimosas, sign up for the event May 3rd with ANALYN. You're going to make soap. You're going to get drunk. You know, I mean, what more could you want?
It's going to be a blast.
Yeah. And if you're really lucky, I'll bring a portable bathtub and you can, you know, bathe on Montrose Street.
Well, thank you both for joining. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for the mimosas.
No problem. Thank you guys.
And I look forward to May 3rd. I'll be there.
Yes, I'm excited.
It's going to be great.
Oh, so if anybody has any requests for scented oils, a certain type of scented oil, if you're going to go to the event, send me either a message on Facebook. or Messenger or whatever, and so I can order it. But I need that by next Friday. Deadline next Friday.
All right, so there you go. So if you want a special scent, let ANALYN know in advance. If you want a special mimosa, don't worry because Holly's got you covered with every kind of flavor of mimosa you can want. So you'll be all set for that event. What else we got, Lisa?
I believe that's it. You have anything else?
I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to Tiki Hut Central, the podcast tonight. Next week, we've got some very special guests. We've got Renee Lowe from Rogue Chiropractic, and we have a delightful woman, Kay Simpson from the Greater Claremont Cancer Foundation. It'll be another great show. It'll be another ladies' night at Tiki Hut Central. And, if the ladies want to come on the show, they're welcome to come on the show. Lisa does a great job. Give her a big hand. And we'll see you next week at Tiki Hut Central. Oh,
Can I say one more thing?
Here we go.
Since you brought up Renee and Kay.
Go ahead.
This whole month of April, which, we still got half a month left, right?
Yep, tomorrow's
the
15th.
month of April, a portion of proceeds from every drink sale
Mm-hmm.
from Blushin Bubbles is going to the Greater Claremont Cancer Foundation. So I'm going to hand them whatever that amount is, no matter how big or small. I'm handing that to them at the May 1st event that they'll talk about.
Right.
And so that's April. And then May, the portion of the proceeds of the drink sales are going to the South Lake Animal League.
Wow.
So we're going to
Nice.
do something like that every single month.
I'm making a shampooch.
Oh, shampoo. Oh, there we go. So that'll be, you guys will be on next month to talk about that. So again,
Now I know the Porsche sales can go to.
before we sign off, I've got to give huge props to Holly, ANALYN, and Lisa. I mean, one of the things about being in business in South Lake County is everyone gives back in any capacity. So if you swing by the Mimosa Bar from the 15th through the 30th, I think, is it 10%?
Yeah.
10% of her proceeds are going to the Greater Claremont Cancer Foundation. And if anyone out there is not familiar with the Greater Claremont Cancer Foundation, all money that they raise goes right back to both cancer patients and cancer survivors right here in South Lake. It doesn't go anywhere else. So by all means, take advantage of it. Support these local women in business. It's great that women are in business. They should be in business, and hopefully they kick ass this month. And I guess we'll see you next week on the Tiki Hut Central, the podcast.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.